YouNow land, hello Periscope land. You guys can say hi.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Serge and Casey from Bad Coyote Funky. So go to badcoyotefunky.com. Go to twitch.tv/badcoyotefunky. Hello YouNow land. I don't think we have anybody on either, but that's okay. We will.
Romania. Jesus. Eastern Europe. Loving us today. Going hot.
Good morning on a sort of okay Friday morning. It's a little cloudy outside, a little gloomy, nothing too crazy over here, but we are coming to you live from New York City, the studio. On TalkingAlternative.com, you are listening to Secrets of the Sire, brought to you by your host, that is me, Michael Dolce. You can catch us on TalkingAlternative.com every week at this time, 11 a.m. Eastern, where we talk movies, comics, pop culture, TV shows, and comic books. I might have said that already, but that's okay. I'll do it again. Comic books. And we have some special guests in studio. We have the gang, or part of the gang, from Bad Coyote Funky, part of our two-part crossover. See, that's the comic book angle I'd like to reiterate. See, you guys can say hello.
How you guys doing out there?
And that is Sergio.
Hello, world.
And that is Casey. So we had an awesome podcast last night. Why don't you guys give us a little recap on what we talked about?
On the podcast, we're talking about the Dark Knight comic in the wake of the Batman vs. Superman coming out this weekend, and it was great.
Yeah, that's the Dark Knight Returns, the 1986 graphic novel by Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, and Lynn Varley. All-time classic, one of the best Batman stories of all time. We knocked it out of the park for about an hour just talking about them punching each other in the face.
And Casey called me old.
And it's great how we talk about the influence, how it had to shape Batman from what he was in the campy 60s, 70s, bam, wow, Batman, to what he is now.
Which is being the star in one of the most highly anticipated, possibly controversial movies of the year in terms of the comic book world. One of the controversies that I wanted to kind of talk about, and if you guys follow the blog on secretsofthesire.com, new blog every Wednesday, is that the Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman, however you want to call it, did what I think is a cardinal sin, and it's something that I've talked to the Bad Coyote Funky Bunch about a lot, is movie trailers giving away too much in advance of the actual movie. And what I'm talking about, so if you haven't seen the trailers and you are trying to block your mind, your ears, your telepathy, whatever it is, from seeing anything from this movie, I suggest you do not turn off the broadcast, because that's just stupid. And you should not turn off the podcast when we have our podcasts on iTunes the following Monday. You should just do the na-na-na-na-na-na with your hands, with your fingers in your ear, and cover it up so we can kind of, get into this a little bit. So there was a trailer number 2, I believe it was, which featured Lex Luthor, and featured a huge nugget of information that I would rather have found out organically by watching the movie. I had no idea it was coming, else I would have actually covered my ears or my eyes, and I would have looked away, but that is the appearance of Doomsday, which every comic book lover knows is the villain who ends up thrashing Superman to death before, and here he is now on a movie trailer, of all things. It's not enough, the way I opened my blog, I actually said, Batman vs. Superman was great. Wonder Woman's surprise guest appearance, and Doomsday catapulting out of that giant meteor thanks to Lex Luthor manipulating our heroes into a massive slugfest. Man, that movie, Batman vs. Superman, it has it all. I haven't seen it yet. but I guess I have seen it, right? I mean, I can kind of put together all the little pieces in my head now as to how this is going to go down, including that massive, awesome slugfest that's going to happen between Batman and Superman. To be fair, that would have been enough for me. It's Batman versus freaking Superman. I don't need to know Doomsday's coming. It would have been so cool to be in a theater surrounded by people. Oh my God, I can't believe they just did that. And I'm sure there's some other nuggets in there, and I'm sure it's hyped up enough where I'm going to watch it again. But to me, I don't want to see that. So now what we have on our hands is yet another movie that is kind of giving away the trailer, and we'll go into a few more a little later in the show as to, Terminator, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Jurassic Park. It's like an epidemic that's going on. So, Sergio, Casey, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Did the movie trailer give away too much, or am I making too big a deal out of this?
It definitely did show way too much, and Zack Snyder actually commented on this. And for a director to come out and comment on something like that, something is wrong. It's like, wait, why are you saying? And what he said was, I'm not really quoting verbatim here, but he said, I showed that because I felt the audience needed to see that, and there might be something else in the movie for you there. And I was like, wait a minute, something bigger than Doomsday already in Batman vs Superman? This thing's just starting up.
You're going to need, days to watch it, I feel like. I feel like you're going to have to come in with your, thermos and your tent, and it's going to be like an 18-hour movie then. Because, if he's really cramming in every single thing, what more could he possibly put in there? Now, hey, that's great marketing, but it took him to get out to comment on the trailer. If I don't read his interview, exactly. I think it's all gone away.
Yeah, and they showed the Wonder Woman entrance. They showed Batman and Superman acknowledging that she's there. Oh, I thought she was with you. Couldn't you say that for the movie? So when that pivotal point happens, we're like, whoa, there she is, Gal Gadot as a Wonder Woman. I would rather not have that in there to be surprised. It's like these marketing guys don't want any magic. It's like, we need to pull these people in. It's Batman vs Superman. Why aren't you going to go see it?
Yeah, I agree. There's enough there. Casey, what do you think?
As part of the marketing, you got to put butts in seats. It's just the way that it is, and more than that, it's the merchandising.
Mm-hmm.
You see a big monster like Doomsday in that trailer, your 10-year-old is going to be next to you like, I want it. I want that. Let's go to Toys R Us and grab one of these $14.99 things right off the shelf.
Sure.
And select action figure. But at the same time, you're also trying to draw in people who are maybe wanted a Death or Superman Lives from the 90s with Nicolas Cage to come back, and it's this Batman Superman thing's pretty good, but what if there was Doomsday, or what if there was Darkseid? I'm the one guy in the audience who's pulling for Atomic Skull to show up in the movie.
Don't hold your hopes up there on that one. No, it's true, though. I guess the flip side to that, and my argument in my blog was... actually, a couple things. One, Entertainment Weekly actually did an article on this last year, because just like Zack Snyder had to kind of address the trailer, the director of Terminator, Alan Taylor, actually was taken completely by surprise that the entire hook of his movie was given away in the trailer, that John Connor was indeed the villain of Terminator.
That was a crazy spoiler. I remember because I love Terminator, and to see that John Connor was transforming from a Terminator to John Connor, I was like, wait, is that a mistake? Are we supposed to see this? Or did somebody in marketing goofed up and he's either fired or some executive was like, this is how we get people to see this movie. It's Terminator. We're going to see it. And that's something I think they don't understand. We're going to see these movies. Don't show everything. Just like, I'll jump a bit ahead. I wanted to see the new Captain America Civil War movie. And they showed Spider-Man. All they should have done, shown that trailer, it was great, didn't show too much, but when the weapon came down to grab Captain America's shield, cut it right there. And then Captain America Civil War, boom, don't show Spider-Man yet. You
think they gave away a little too much? Because actually, I thought they did it okay there. They gave a little cameo for Spider-Man.
I think so too. I would have been wowed more, in the theaters, seeing him, and seeing what he looks like. We know who the actor is. We kind of had some glimpses with the costume where nothing official, and then that trailer came out. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of just being surprised. When The Force Awakens was coming out, they handled that beautifully. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that was actually one of the things that we're going to get into. But Casey, what are your thoughts on that?
Serge has got the right idea about how that Captain America trailer could have ended. In my head, he does the underoos thing, and then you just hear the thwip. Because the noise alone, people are like,
Spider-Man.
You got it. It's the same at the end of the Force Awakens trailer with the lightsaber noise.
I think the lightsaber is more iconic to the masses, though, than the thwip would be to the masses. I don't know if they would truly get that. But I kind of see what you guys are saying. I'm okay with Civil War because you read enough about Spider-Man being moved over to the universe. To me, it was kind of like a cool thing just to see what the costume was going to look like and how he was going to look like. So I was okay with that. Bringing Doomsday into a Superman versus Batman movie is like a huge plot point. I mean, I guess Spider-Man is too, but I guess my point is Doomsday shouldn't be in this movie, right? Now, it's cool that he will be, but we didn't have to know that in the trailer for me to go see Superman fighting Batman in the iconic Dark Knight Returns-esque, landscape.
And the way they built it up, too, they even showed in the trailer, like Sleuth were talking, the body of Zod there, and then they show, like, some mad science and stuff. So it's like you're showing us the process of how he's coming to be, then he jumps out of the building. It's like, wait a minute, save that for... That's a huge reveal. We're like, Doomsday, first off, already. Second off, we're like, wait a minute, why was that shown? I mean... Yeah. Unnecessary.
And Doomsday's even got like that Mark Ruffalo CGI face. He looks just like General Zod.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle. He looks like those awful Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
He does look like that. He does look like that.
He's like a Stegosaurus and like Michelangelo from the new like.
You just see Doomsday stomp in front of Lois Lane. Whoa, wait, it's just a mess.
And it's Megan Fox, and then huge explosions, and then money.
We are joined by the gang from Bad Coyote Funky. You can so for any Periscope peeps that can only see my beautiful mug, we actually have Sergio and Casey from Bad Coyote Funky. We have our trusty engineer Sam, who's here every week making the magic happen, and that is also going out to our YouNow and YouTube followers as well. Get a little house cleaning out of the way. Secrets of the Sire is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audibletrial.com/Secrets of the Sire, or you can go to the website secretsofthesire.com, click on the Audible ad, and you can get over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Audible.com is what you're looking for. Call in as well if you guys have opinions on this. Did Superman versus Batman give away too much? The number to call in is 877-480-4120. If you're listening to the podcast, don't call in because then you'll be interrupting someone else's show, and no one wants that. Or do they? We'll find out. You can stream us on Periscope, so hello to the Periscope peeps who are in and out. Just look under my moniker, Michael_Dolce. Follow me on Instagram as well, mdolce64. And, of course, the Facebook page, which we always encourage folks to go to, is facebook.com/Secrets of the Sire. Go Uton just joined us on Periscope, so I'm sure he's going to chime in as well. We're going to have a little section for comments as well. When we come back, we're going to talk more about Batman versus Superman. I want to know what these guys think the movie's going to be like. We all haven't seen it yet. We're going to give our predictions in the next segment, and then next week I'm going to actually be giving my review, my spoiler-free review of the movie, but I'm curious what these guys think it's going to be based on what we're hearing. So when we return, Secrets of the Sire.
All right, you have a caller.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Eileen on line 1.
All right, awesome.
What's the number again? I have some people who want to know.
It is 877.
Wait, who's on?
Eileen.
Eileen.
Is that your mom?
Sweet.
877
40
Like, this doesn't sound like a typical Secrets of the Sire.
4120. Hello to Han X090. Love having you.
Sorry to do this. I know it's going to make it out of...
Unless I really hope that it's someone who...
That's great.
Gummy Cat, welcome. We are live. When the music plays, you hear like the actual music, hit record on that.
Okay.